Welcome to Lovers Aboard Odessa. I'm Lauren, and that's Alexi, and we recently bought a 71-year-old vintage wooden yacht. Our plan for the next couple of years is to do a massive restoration and eventually call her home. And while we don't know everything there is to know, and we certainly plan on learning so much, we do know how insanely possible it is to live the life you've always imagined. We're just lovers with a dream, here to inspire you not to give up on yours. To see more of this adventure, follow us on Instagram at Lovers Aboard Odessa. And don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, and tell us what you think in the comments. Let's dive in. We would like to thank our friends Sherry and Brad for their kindness for giving us these cushions out of their pop-up camper. We were really excited to wake up and find these on our porch a couple weeks ago since ours didn't come with any. They just recently upgraded to a bigger camper and weren't using theirs anymore, so Brad and Sherry, thank you for these. As for the fabric, we couldn't really find any fabric that we liked locally. We wanted this to be a quick and easy project, and we wanted something inexpensive but also for it to be a certain aesthetic. Alexi had the idea to use the painter's canvas that you can get from basically any hardware store. We ended up purchasing the biggest size for somewhere close to $20. Covering the cushions was pretty simple. There are a number of different ways you can go about it, but we did the simple one fold on the side to give it a more professionally finished look. We really love how they turned out and can't wait to show you what they look like inside.
So these are all new cables and eyelets coming into this plate. The main cable goes in and it's supposed to spin freely. This thing is all not the right thing, so I bought a new one and I'm gonna replace it with the main cable, so that way the cables can spin freely and they won't get tangled up. So I don't know what they did here. I mean, it's strong, but there's a new one here. Hopefully it's long enough. So you can see it has a couple washers and then it'll spin freely. Pretty easy swap. One thing to note here is that while I'm using a regular hex nut, eventually I did change them out to K nuts, or some people call them washer nuts. That's what it originally came with, and then you just want to make sure that you tighten them really, really tight once you made all your final adjustments. There you go. And then this end connects to the winch. It's not as easy as it looks, but they don't recommend you take the drum off to install it. So you just gotta play around with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the clamp in. Once again here I'm using one of those K nuts or washer nuts just to put the clamp in place. It took me about an hour to fit this in. The clamp was too big for the winch, so make sure that you get the correct clamp for your winch. And the final step was to insert the extension tube and start working on the lifting poles.